Innovation is the only sustainable form of differentiation. Hi, welcome to another series of innovation news updates from NTT ComDD. My name is Hui Yung Seong. In this series, we are going to show you some API integrations we have done in our lab between Cisco Secure X Orchestrator and various Cisco security products, such as Cisco Umbrella and Cisco Secure Endpoint. First, let's start with Cisco Umbrella and Cisco Secure X integration. In this demo, I'm going to walk through the demo scenario of using Cisco Secure X Orchestrator to automatically generate an incident within Secure X when excessive requests to Cisco Umbrella are detected. This Secure X Orchestrator workflow will fetch request statistics for DNS category from Cisco Umbrella for a specific period of time. The workflow can be scheduled to run at certain intervals or on-demand basis. If the particular category has a request count higher than the threshold configured in the workflow, then an incident is created in Cisco Secure X's threat response. Now let's run through the live demo. This is the Cisco Umbrella portal, so let's go to the security activity to check out what are the events for the past 1 hour. We can see that there are several events detected from different security threat categories over here, such as command control, malware, and phishing. Let's run the workflow to compile the event. We have just started the workflow, so we can see that the workflow communicates with the Cisco Umbrella together with all the events detected, and for those categories which exceed the threshold configured, an incident will be created. Let's move on to Cisco's threat response and go to the incident tab. And now we can see that a new incident has been created in threat response. If you go to the description, you will be able to see the request count for each category, and this will help us to automate the incident investigation so that we can focus on those categories that have the highest request counts. That ends the first part of our demo. Next, I'm going to walk you through the demo scenario of using Cisco Secure X Orchestrator to automatically generate a new incident from Cisco Secure Endpoint Threat Detected events. The workflow can be configured to check Cisco Secure Endpoint for threat detected events periodically or on-demand basis. When the threat detector event is written, the workflow collects information from it and creates an incident and a casebook in Cisco Secure X Threat Response to document what has happened. A casebook is used to record, organize, and share sets of observables and interests, primarily during an investigation and threat analysis. The workflow will also create citing and then associate both casebook and citing with the incident. Now let's run through the live demo. This is the Secure Endpoint portal. Let's go to the Events tab. We are generating some activities on one of the endpoints running Cisco Secure Endpoint. As you can see, there are some threat detector events happening over here. Let us run the workflow. This workflow can be scheduled to run at certain intervals or on a demand basis. Now we can see that the workflow has been completed. At the end of the workflow, it will create an incident. Let's refresh the page. Okay, now we can see that there are some incidents created in the threat response by the workflow, and then we can further investigate all these events, all these incidents created over here. So you can see that the hostname, the severity of the event, the file and the file hash, as well as the events and the observables, the targets, etc. And then we can also open up the casebook. Okay, so we can see that all other relevant observables have been grouped in this particular casebook. All right. So this is to show how we can use the Secure X workflow to automatically generate a new incident from the Cisco Secure Endpoint Threat Detector events. In the last part of our demo today, I'm going to walk through the demo scenario of using Cisco Secure X Orchestrator to automatically generate an incident from Cisco Secure Endpoint Vulnerabilities events. The workflow can be configured to check Cisco Secure Endpoints for vulnerable application detection events periodically or on a demand basis. When the event is found, the associated CVEs are checked to see if they meet the threshold configured in the workflow. If the threshold is met for at least one of the endpoint's vulnerabilities, a Secure X incident is opened. The workflow will also create a citing and associate it with the incident. Let's run through the live demo. This is the Cisco Secure Endpoint portal. Let's go to the Events tab. we can see that there are several events indicating that this particular host has some vulnerabilities, and these are all the CVEs related to this vulnerability. Now let's run the workflow. As mentioned earlier, this workflow can be scheduled to run at certain intervals or on an on-demand basis. So once the workflow has been completed, it will automatically create the events in the threat response. So let's move to the Incidents tab. We can see that there is a new incident created under Threat Response. Let's have a look at the description. In the Description tab, it will list out all the CVEs with its associated score. And these are the details of the event as well as the targets and the observables. That's all I would like to show in this demo. Thank you very much, and I shall see you in the next episode of our SecureX series.